Hello everybody, welcome to the first ever Daniel Hainault Holiday Special Spectacular. I am your host, Daniel Hainault, obviously, and I have high hopes for this show. No, but I do. In the second installment, which will be obviously next year, let's hope we have better equipment. This year I have a webcam, Panasonic Tube TV, my guitar, and myself. I did try to spruce it up with some snowy scenes on my TV, but the contrast on this webcam is terrible. So let's just imagine it. It's a snowy scene with snow on twigs and branches, and then there's a house by the lake, and there's snow all around. It's beautiful. One of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. And so yeah, it might turn off halfway through this. If it does, ignore it. Yeah, but anyway, so I hope you enjoy this. This first song, one of the first holiday songs I wrote, is called Just Another Lonely Christmas. And growing up, I didn't watch a lot of Christmas movies. Like, you had your favorites like Charlie Brown Christmas and The Grinch and Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which is my favorite Christmas movie I think of all time. But we also have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I watched that practically every year growing up. And in that movie, he references White Christmas, and he references Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. And if you've watched the movie, you know which scene I'm talking about. And so I started watching White Christmas every year, too, because I'm a big fan of Bing Crosby's. And so I wanted to reference the movie in my song as well. And so I did that. And this song, Just Another Lonely Christmas, well, you'll hear it. And so I'm going to start it right now. Do you remember when all you wanted was me? Do you remember what you asked for couldn't fit under the Christmas tree? Well, that was me, and that was you. And now all our Christmases are blue. I never thought that it would come to this. Just another lonely Christmas, just another lonely day, just another lonely season, shoppers getting in my way. And there'll be no cheer without you here. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. Well, I'll deck the halls all by myself and pull White Christmas off the shelf. Just me, Bing, Danny, and a beer. It just ain't the same without you here. Just another lonely Christmas, just another lonely day, just another lonely season, shoppers getting in my way. And there'll be no cheer without you here. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. Well, I miss holding you, I guess the most. My heating bill's gone up, my bank account is toast. Wish I could have spent that all on you this year. It just ain't the same without you here. Just another lonely Christmas, just another lonely day, just another lonely season. Shoppers getting in my way, and there'll be no cheer without you here. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. Yeah, I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. I wish I could get you back for Christmas this year. So that was Just Another Lonely Christmas, or Wish I Could Get You Back for Christmas This Year, whichever one you prefer. Funny thing about me is I don't really name a lot of my songs, so they tend to have like hundreds of different names, and that happens to be one of those. But the next one, it only has one name, although I'm sure you could come up with a lot of different ones. And the story behind it is, when I was a wee lad, growing up on a farm, my mom used to make wreaths for a local florist, and she would like cut all these beautiful twigs and boughs, and you get the picture, and she would make wreaths out of them. So I'd go out to the garage while she was making the wreaths, and she would have Celine Dion's Christmas playing on loop, and it drove me up the wall. I was driven insane by it. And so, no offense to Celine Dion, beautiful voice, but that Christmas album, after about 4 or 5 times, boy, I was done. And so yeah, I think she must have got annoyed by it as well, my mother, because she doesn't listen to a lot of Christmas music anymore. And as for me, I wanted to write inappropriate Christmas songs. After I listened to it, I thought there's just not enough fun in Christmas songs. And I mean, you know, what's the most trouble that they get into in Christmas songs? They built a snowman and had him get married in town. You know, I mean, that's just so sadly boring and lame when it comes down to it. And yes, this next song is somewhat offensive, so I hope you're not offended. It's all in good fun. You know, I just like to write funny stuff. And so, yeah, it's called I'm in Love with an Elf. And, yeah, here it goes. I'ma put my dicks in this vixen, yes, I'ma send the blitz in and get my baby girl in the sack. Yeah, I'ma let her roast my chestnuts and deck my halls. Sex me so good I say fa la 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 la. So good I say fa la la. And there ain't gonna be another silent night. I'm gonna hold her close, gonna get up in there tight, tight, tight. All night long, all night long. Yeah, I'm in love with an elf, and I want the world to know that she is always gonna be my little sparkly eyed fun size ho ho ho. Yes, I'm in love with an elf, since I saw her standing there in the snow. Yeah, I'm in love with an elf, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her at the North Pole. Come on, baby, make them toys, do it fast and get it done, so we can make some noise, get a little nasty, have some fun. You know, when I hear the bells jingling, I wanna sex ya. You give me that Kringle dyslexia. You make me say, oh, oh, oh. You make me wanna say, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm in love with an elf, and I want the world to know that she is always gonna be my little sparkly eyed fun size ho ho ho. Yes, I'm in love with an elf, since I saw her standing there in the snow. Yeah, I'm in love with an elf, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her at the North Pole. I said I won't be alone this Christmas. I have found the one this Christmas. I won't be alone this Christmas, no, no, no. 'Cause I'm in love with an elf, and I want the world to know that she is always gonna be my little sparkly-eyed, fun-sized ho-ho-ho. Yes, I'm in love with an elf, since I saw her standing there in the snow. Yeah, I'm in love with an elf, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her at the North Pole. Okay, well there was I'm in love with an elf. And yeah, I mean, I consider that one of the most beautiful Christmas songs ever written. Funny story is I actually played it for my grandmother and my grandfather, and I said, because they really wanted me to play it for them, and I said, I don't know if I really want to do this. And they're like, nah, come on, what could possibly be so bad? And I said, oh, well, and they said, no, you're going to play it. And it's already, if you're an artist and you've ever played in front of your family, is way harder than playing in front of people you don't know. I'm not kidding you. I was sweating, I was shaking, and so then you add on top of it the subject matter of that song, and it was terrifying. It was completely terrifying. So yeah, so I played it for him, and my grandmother even she laughed at it. So thank God that my grandparents have a good sense of humor. Moving on now. Yeah, so I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and if you're a kid growing up in the Pacific Northwest, Christmas time is rarely white, and it's just usually cold and wet, and so you get tired of it. You start to get tired of, you go, oh, it's going to be a white Christmas this year. You're like an hour away from Mount Baker, and it's got snow, and you're thinking, it just has to come down here this year. So we finally have a white Christmas, and I believe in my childhood I maybe had 3. And that was, I'm talking from, a newborn till my late teens. So it doesn't happen very often. And as I got older, I started to think about how cool it would be to celebrate Christmas on the beach and the palm trees and that kind of thing. So this song isn't my own, but it's one of my favorite Christmas songs, and I think you guys will know it. And so I'm going to play this one, my first cover of the evening. And here we go. Malikaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. It's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine all day and then the stars at night. Malikaliki-maka is the Hawaiian way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very, very Merry Christmas to you. That point they got in the end, that was cool, wasn't it? No. So anyway, so that actually, switching instruments, that actually made me want to write this next song, which is called Christmas Across the Sea, and it's not based on a true story, or at least not a very true one, but I do have some friends that live in more tropical places, and I always think about, in fact, it's even this summer where they are, when Christmas is happening, and so I always think about what it would be like to celebrate it over there, and that just gave me the idea to write this song, and yeah, so it's called Christmas Across the Sea, or at least that's one of its names, and so yeah, so let's just skip ahead to that one. Well, I know Christmas is different where you are, and I know you don't need me to keep you warm. But I can still hold you tight, I could still kiss you under the mistletoe every night. about me as you're unwrapping your Christmas presents underneath palm trees. I really wish that you weren't celebrating across the sea, because with you is the only place I wanna be this year. And I'm not dreaming of a white one. In fact, I could really use some bright sun. Christmas on the beach sounds pretty good to me. And I don't know if you found somebody new, or if your holidays are as blue as mine. Well, are you thinking about me as you're unwrapping your Christmas presents underneath palm trees? I really wish that you were celebrating across the sea, because with you is the only place I wanna be this year. Well, Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love and I love. Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love and I love you. So are you thinking about me as you're unwrapping your Christmas presents underneath palm trees? I really wish that you were celebrating across the sea, because with you is the only place I wanna be this year. Alright, yeah, my screen, my lovely backdrop, it's having issues. I have a fix somewhere here. 1 second. Start. God damn it. Aha, there we go. Okay, so, oh man, it's going great so far. So yeah, the next song, I haven't even planned it yet. No, actually I do have a song next, and it's another inappropriate Christmas song. And I told you earlier, my grandmother and grandfather, they ended up actually laughing at my inappropriate song that is I'm in Love with an Elf. And so I decided, well, if you guys aren't offended by that one, now I'm going to have to offend you. This is a challenge. And this one didn't really either. Oh, wow, I'm just destroying everything right now. Now my guitar's hooked on my computer. Oh, look, there we go. You know what? That's what makes this holiday special spectacular so spectacular and so special, is that you just don't know what's going to happen next. You know, I just realized that poster I have isn't a bad winter scene, actually. Anyway. So, this next song is called Mrs. Claus Gets Lonely Too. And, yeah, this is my attempt to be even more offensive than I'm in Love with an Elf. And I'm not sure if it is, actually. Now I think about it, maybe it's just a really, really pretty song about a dear, mature woman who, you know, she needs to be kept company because her husband is a hard worker. And, you know, it's kind of like The Good Wife, that show, which I've never watched, but I'm guessing it's kind of what this song is like. So, yeah, this is called Mrs. Claus Gets Lonely Too. Sorry for the motion sickness, that me moving my computer around. And here goes the song. Well, I'll bring the eggnog, you just bring yourself. Gonna make you forget about that jolly old elf. Maturity is the way I like to go. Your sugar plum dimples and hair as white as snow. You know it turns me on. You know it turns me on. And I know you need someone to make you feel pretty, while he's treating all the nice girls naughty in each and every city. Yeah, you need someone to hold you tight. And I may not be Santa Claus, but let me love you tonight. Let me love you tonight. Let me love you tonight. And you know he's not delivering presents. My mom and dad always took care of that. And I don't think that it's a coincidence this sleigh's been parked in Amsterdam for the last 3 hours. For the last 3 hours. And you're a TGTGTGILF. And I can tell deep down you're pretty sure of yourself. So take those walls down and take that multicolored sweater off. And I know you need someone to make you feel pretty, while he's treating all the nice girls naughty in each and every city. Yeah, you need someone to hold you tight. And I may not be Santa Claus, but let me love you tonight. Let me love you tonight, tonight, tonight. Let me love you tonight. Let me love you tonight. Let me love you tonight. Alright, so that was Mrs. Claus Gets Lonely Too. And again, my grandparents were not offended by it at all. In fact, they request it. I'll go over and visit them sometimes. I'll bring my guitar, and they'll request that I play that one. As well as another one that I told them is on hiatus until the fall. I wrote it a few months ago called Is It Me or Your Pumpkin Spice Latte? And it's not quite Christmassy, but you know, pumpkin pie is served at Christmas, so I'm actually going to play that one next. And if you're on the social networks like Facebook and Twitter, you'd know that the girls go cray-cray for the pumpkin spice lattes. And so I wrote this song based on that, and my grandmother is a huge pumpkin spice latte fan, and she absolutely loved this song. And so my grandfather loved it too, and he is so disappointed that I refuse to play it now for them until next fall. I said it's out of season now, but I am going to play it on the special. And so here we go. I'm going to take a little, go back a little ways, and then we'll come back to Christmas in a minute. It's that time of year, the leaves are turning gold. There's a chill in the air, but at least I have you to hold. Yeah, this summer fling could become a long-term thing. I think I'm falling in love, but there's something in the way. You're funny and you're smart, it's like you get prettier every day. I think you could be the one, but you have a decision to make. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose, is it me or your pumpkin spice latte? coffee bean. Damn you drive-through espresso off exit 17. Damn this season, damn these gourds for being so greedy. Damn you all for taking my girl away from me. Yeah, I think I'm falling in love, but there's something in the way. You're funny and you're smart, it's like you get prettier every day. I think you could be the one, but you have a decision to make. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose, is it me or your pumpkin spice latte? About it on her Facebook, on her Twitter, on her feed. Hashtag girl, open your eyes, you're in a relationship with me. It's not that complicated, clear for all the world to see. Hashtag PSL, what the fudge does that even mean? Well, I think I'm falling in love, but there's something in the way. You're funny and you're smart, it's like you get prettier every day. I think you could be the one, but you have a decision to make. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose, is it me or your pumpkin spice latte? Damn you, Starbucks. Damn you, coffee bean. Damn you, drive-through espresso off exit 17. Damn this season, damn these gourds for being so greedy. Damn you all for taking my girl away from me. Alright, so this is the final song of the Daniel Hainault Holiday Special Spectacular. You know, they can't all be fun, right? And so yeah, so this one is, you know, when you grow older, the holidays change for various reasons. And we all wish we could go back for one reason or another. And so yeah, so this one might be a little bit on a sad note, but I hope you all have great holidays, and I'll say goodbye in a few minutes. But here we go. This one's called I Miss Christmas. Where does the spirit go? Seems like just yesterday I was a kid, praying for snow on Christmas Day. And where does the spirit go? Oh, do we just grow old, or does it fade away? Mom and Dad, I'll always be that boy with his brother waiting by the Christmas tree. And if I could, I'd go back and trade every gift that you gave to me, to spend one more Christmas with all of you, the way it used to be. I miss Christmas, the real Christmas. I miss Christmas. I miss Christmas, the real Christmas. I miss Christmas. Well, where does the spirit go? No more Christmas trees or mistletoe. Where does the spirit go? Hoping it flies by fast instead of taking it slow. And it doesn't matter how old I get, how many gray hairs fill up my head. Mom and Dad, I'll always be that boy with his brother waiting by the Christmas tree. And if I could, well, I'd go back and trade every gift that she gave to me to spend one more Christmas with all of you, the way it used to be. Yeah, I miss Christmas, the real Christmas. I miss Christmas. I miss Christmas, the real Christmas. I miss Christmas. And if I could, I'd go back and trade every gift that you gave to me to spend one more Christmas with all of you, the way it used to be. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on the first ever Daniel Hainault Holiday Special Spectacular. It's been fun. Hopefully next year the technology will be better. I might be a hologram next year. And maybe I'll have some guests even next year. I know some great people who would be great. That was redundant. But everybody have a happy holidays, whichever one you might celebrate, and I'll see you next year.